How many times have you heard that in order to be successful in the workplace, you should be a very hard worker, a multitasker, you should not commit any errors, you should not feel fatigue, you should always be patient. We have always been told that. Do you recognize the following picture? You might see it all around the internet. This employee with 6 hands doing many things at the same time. And if we add up all these skills together, what do you think they will create? They are the same skills of a robot. Multitasker, you never commit errors, and so on. So the working environment have been hiring people based on robot skills. They're hiring human beings to do skills that are related a robot can do. And actually they are training employees as well to have the following skills. I like to call it not a complete robot. We cannot become a robot, right? We can never become a complete robot, but we can be a human robot. So we're being prepared to be a human robot. Let's be honest, if you are an owner of an organization or an employer, you would like to have the following skills. You would like to have a person who works so hard, who does everything at the same time, and commits very minor errors. But the moment there is a robot in the market or a software that could do the same job with 0 error, who would you choose? The robot, probably less expensive and no errors at all. So should we prepare ourselves to become robots or something else? What do you think? The ironic thing is, if we try to develop ourselves for tomorrow's workplace will have artificial intelligence, more robots, machine learning, Internet of Things, blockchain, and who knows what new technologies will emerge and embrace this digital workplace and make it up to a higher level. We're going to need a totally new, different skills than the following skills we see over there. So if I prepare myself for tomorrow, I'm not going to be competent in my job today, because today they want a human robot. And if I develop myself today, I'm not going to be there for tomorrow, because I'm going to be replaced by a robot, as simple as that. So we are cornered between both. What should we do? What do you think? I always ask myself, how long is tomorrow? How long is today? And when is tomorrow coming? When is this complete digital transformation coming? In 2016, I visited Dubai as a delegate, as a learner, to attend 3 conferences in human resources, because that's my profession. Almost all of the speakers were talking about the digital workplace, how everything is going to be transformed, and how people are going to lose their jobs, and how some jobs are not even going to exist anymore. And actually, they freaked us out. I went back to Egypt. Guys, everyone, we're going to lose our jobs. We're not going to be employed the next year. We have to find a solution. And I was freaking out. Anyway, the next year, I found a job in Dubai working as an HR consultant. And when I was going into the airport, I expected I'd find robots everywhere based on the inputs I took from the previous year, robots welcoming me and maybe a robot pilot and all of that. But I haven't seen any of this. Just total normal Dubai that I've seen the last year. But anyway, after working, the next year, in 2018, I was going to a bank after I spent 1 year in Dubai, and surprisingly, instead of a customer service agent, I found a robot. It was welcoming the people, interacting with the customers, and answering questions and giving solutions, and not only that, back in the mind of the robot is processing all of this and gathering data and analyzing all of these inputs and storing them in a very organized way. So I thought, yeah, now it's happening. Now the transformation started. And the next year, 2019, since we're working in consultancy, all of the clients and the organizations were asking us for digitalization and automation projects. So now you have the answer. Now we know when tomorrow is coming and that today is about to end. And we're going into this digital transformation for sure. These are examples of some of the jobs that can be replaced by an AI. You're going to be surprised, many of these jobs we would never imagine a robot could be doing, like an accountant, an auditor, a teacher, a driver, a cook, and more and more and more. We never know what's coming next. So we should stop behaving as a robot and preparing ourselves to learn and live as a robot and to start becoming more human. And here comes the synergy in our life that we're having today between technology and between being a human being. Technology, we always, many times we hear that technology is a threat. But actually, after the complete implementation of technology, the world is going to be different. At first, computers made us stay away from people, because in order to work on the computer, I need to be inside the office, working on the computer, or inside my home working, sending emails, all of that. Now we can do that any place and anywhere. So with the complete cycle of technology, we're going to get back to interact as human beings with the environment and with each other. We're not going to be stuck in our desks. So there are three benefits for technology on three different levels. As a person, as an organization or as an employer, and as economy. So in order to prepare myself for the next talent, what are the new talents I need to acquire? First, I need to imagine and know the future of work. How is it going to be completely like? Do you think you're going to be working 8 hours a day? Do we need to work 8 hours a day? Do we need to work over the weekend and stay late at work and overtime and all of that with robots doing all the work for us? They're going to carry all of the routine work. We as people, as employees, and even as career shifters, we dislike the routine work. I go to work, I say, no, I'm spending like 7 hours out of the 8 hours doing repetitive work I do every day. So it's normal. After 1 year, after 5 years, after 20 years, I'm going to get bored because I'm not using my complete human talent. So with technology, with robots, with artificial intelligence in the workplace, they're carrying this burden. And instead of spending 7 hours doing repetitive work, I'm going to do intellectual work. I'm going to innovate ideas. I'm going to use my human skills instead of my robot skills. I don't need to spend 8 hours at work. I need to spend less hours, but become more efficient and more innovative and more worthy. This way, we're not going to spend too much time on the laptop. No pain in the back, no pain in the neck. I'm going to spend more time for my health, spending more time with family, and even research has proven that happy employees who spend more time balancing their life at work, they're more innovative. On a company level, the company is saving so much money. It has stronger communication between the people. People feel they're achieving their talent. They're going to be loyal to the organization. They're going to give strong ideas. On the level of economy and unemployment, I believe that technology will fight unemployment. Because if you have employees who are giving smart ideas, you as an organization, your competitive advantage will always be innovation. If you're not innovating your product today, the next year you're not going to be in the market anymore. And we have seen hundreds of case studies happening every day about that. So I need more ideas, more diversity. So in order to do that, I need to bring more people working with me. They don't have to work the full week, but I need more people in the team to generate more and more ideas. In organizations, in consultants in specific, we do something called PDP, which is Personal Development Plan. Each employee has their own PDP, and I recommend each person, even if they're not working, to have a personal development plan, where you set your goals, your development goals, and you put your pathway, how you're going to achieve those goals, how you are going to develop yourself, what kind of learnings do you lack and do you want to pursue in order to reach these goals. And every year or every 6 months, you can update this plan and revisit it and see your progress. So this is a list of the skills that I would say today's employee or today's entrepreneur or today's leader need to have. If you're working in a smart organization that is completely digital, you need to have project management skills. What is project? Because you're innovating ideas, you're creating ideas. But idea on its own is not enough. You need to manage it. You need to make sure it's fully implemented through project management skills. And with project management, you're working with different stakeholders, you're working with different people, you're working with changes and challenges. So you need change management skills. The second one, you need implementation, you need innovation, and you need design thinking skills. Because without innovation, you're not going to have new projects. After that, you would see, you need team building skills. Team building is not only about cooperation, it's not only about leadership, it's about followership as well. You need to know when to lead, when to follow. We are both. We're never only a leader, we're never only a follower. We should use both. By leadership, I'm supporting the idea, I'm leading the idea. By being a follower, I'm helping someone else pursue their own idea. We need skills like risk management, crisis management, forecasting future risks that might occur and how we can mitigate them, how we can be prepared for them. We need skills like public speaking. Public speaking doesn't mean only on conferences and on stage. But public speaking is with my team in the organization, with different people, empowering people. We need skills like psychology. We as people, we as consumers, we as employees, we're changing our mindsets every year with the environment, with the changes going on. We need to be in continuous update to the human psychology so we can always connect to human beings. We need skills like philosophy. We need to become philosophers. Philosophy is the mother of all sciences. Philosophy is doubting today. So philosophy is finding new questions to always update ourselves and always find a better way. We need skills like futuring, predicting the future, mentoring and coaching, and all of the following, like data analytics, creative writing, ability to always learn, and most importantly, ethical behavior. Without ethics, all of the following would not make any sense. So I would advise you to prepare your personal development plan on the following skills, and even these skills, you can update it further and further. We have always been told that knowledge is power. What do you think? Is this true or false now? Is knowledge sufficient? Is knowledge enough in today's world? Or do you need more than just knowledge? I tried to develop an equation, and I'd love to share it with you. And even this equation could be updated up to your own standards. It's knowledge plus implementation, plus innovation, plus branding, times technology will bring us power. So always keep in mind to have two development plans. This is your action plan. Have two development plans. One for the short run, one is for today, for this year, that's the short run, and one is for the long run, which is 2 years from today, 3 years from today. Always be competent for today's job and differentiated and special for tomorrow's job. So the next time you go to an interview or you talk to someone and they ask you this question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What should be your answer? Have this mindset. I have a job, I'm going to be talented enough that I'm going to have a job that cannot be replaced by an artificial intelligence, that cannot be replaced by a robot. Because human ethics integrated with human intelligence will always be the #1 skill of humanity. So please stop trying to be a robot or a human robot and start being human. Thank you very much. Namaste. Namaste.